Good evening. It's another beautiful night in Los Angeles, California, and if you don't know me, my name is Robert Newman. I am a real estate online marketing expert. And tonight I am going to talk to you about hashtags, okay? Real estate hashtags. Now, if you don't know what a hashtag is, look at your screen, look at my mouse. A hashtag is the number sign in front of a keyword or phrase, okay, and it's commonly referred to as a hashtag. Now, why are hashtags important? Well, hashtags help you get found on social media, all right? They are important because they're very simple to use, and they can be very effective in terms of letting your posts be found, driving traffic to social profiles, and essentially getting noticed amongst the noise on most social platforms. So it's very easy to learn them, and they're very effective, which makes this a very important video. All right. So first and foremost, you're looking at Google+. Now, I'm starting with the least important platforms, and I'm going to move up into the most important platforms at the end of my video. All right, so here's the hashtag, here's the keyword, Los Angeles homes for sale. And then if you look over here, you'll see a date that's June 9th, 2015. Google Plus doesn't, they do use hashtags. So here's the same search without the hashtag. And you can see that you get different search results. So with hashtag, without. How many people actually use the hashtag in Google+? Maybe 5 to 6% of the people that do searches because they're used to using a platform that uses hashtags. But here's the thing. If you're the only person doing a hashtag and you can put one hashtag on, let's say, a property listing, and then it's going to be visible for the next year. And 6% of the people on Google+ are searching for something with hashtags. That's a whole lot of free advertising that you get just because you threw a hashtag up on a listing that you might post on Google+. Now, if you don't use the hashtag, here's what you get for the same search. And you can see that these 6 days, August 13th, so even okay, I paused and jumped back in. It's going to be a weird skip, and I'm going to keep it in the video. But here's the thing. You can also use hashtags within the listing itself. So we have the search hashtag, and we have using the hashtag inside the listing. And you can see here that some of the listings that are using hashtags are coming up on the search itself, because Google does recognize anything with a hashtag in a description as a keyword, and it is a way for you to separate your post from everybody else's. Okay? Real fast, real simple thing to learn. Okay? This is a hashtag. Use it on Google+. All right, let's move on to Facebook. Now, Google+, by the way, is not an enormously popular platform for real estate. It is enormously valuable, but I'm not going to teach you why in this particular video. It's not going to drive you a lot of traffic. It just increases your website authority. So for a lot of you who are beginning in the real estate business, Google+ is completely irrelevant. If you're a really experienced realtor, you probably already understand why Google+, or you suspect why it's good. So we'll leave it at that. Now, Facebook is a little bit more interesting. So Facebook, you can see here, again, I used a hashtag. This one was Denver Real Estate. And then you can see that that we're pulling up a post from 2014. And the same thing applies. You use the hashtag in the description, and you can get a lot of free advertising. Now, I don't know, Facebook hasn't really published how many people are using hashtags. I guess 5 or 6% of the people doing searches on Facebook, and there's millions per month. So is it worth it for you to throw a hashtag or two into your listings? Absolutely. It's free advertising. It's free filtering, to use a slightly more technical word. If you take a hashtag and use the hashtag for the neighborhood that you're targeting, like hashtag Los Angeles, or hashtag Beverly Hills, or hashtag Beverly Hills Real Estate, Beverly Hills Home for Sale, Beverly Hills Listing, every single one of those is getting you in front of anybody that uses these hashtags. And if you're anything like this guy, it's going to get you in front of them for years. So even if only you drive, let's call it 5 or 6 people over the span of 6 months, it took you an extra 10 seconds to put the hashtag in. And you still get 5 extra sets of eyeballs who are really specifically searching for something. And they're going to find it on your page. So it's very valuable. Facebook is definitely someplace. Almost all real estate agents have a Facebook page. I strongly recommend that you incorporate this into your Facebook strategy. The next one is a little bit more complicated in terms of doing a video on a PC, because I'm doing it for Instagram. Now, Instagram is one of the best, most popular platforms for real estate agents. It's hugely visual. It's super simple. It gets you in front of millennials. All sorts of real estate agents are starting to realize that Instagram is really important in terms of social media. And it's simple for you as real estate agents because you're taking pictures, you're taking them on your phone oftentimes, and all you have to do is upload that to your Instagram account. Now, how do you get those photos found by home shoppers? It's the easiest thing in the world. You use hashtags. And here's an example. This is a screen capture off my mobile phone, and I did it in the last 24 hours. So it's hashtag Denver Highlands. So there's been 4,275 posts that use the same hashtag. That is a neighborhood inside of Denver. So the people that would be searching for this are people that really know Denver, and maybe they're looking for a restaurant, but also maybe they're looking for pictures of houses or the neighborhood or anything. And all of that stuff, in terms of what you should be using hashtags for, is relevant for you. If you've taken my advice off other videos I've done and you are a niche specialist, or you're going to become a niche specialist, then Instagram is enormously powerful for you, because you can just keep filtering photos. Like, you could do Denver Highlands restaurant, or you could do Denver Highlands homes, backyards, front doors, lawns, yards. Believe me, if you're already taking the pictures, uploading them to Instagram is a very fast process. Adding in a large variety of hashtags so that you can basically target a neighborhood and corner the market is incredibly powerful. So powerful, as a matter of fact, that one of Los Angeles' top real estate brokers is already doing it. So what you're looking at on the screen here is Joyce Ray. Now, Joyce Ray thinks that Instagram is so important that she announced an open house on it, and she doesn't sell anything that's less than $8 million. So she's one of our really super famous real estate agents that we have here in Los Angeles. And she specializes in nothing but luxury real estate. She recently sold Robin Williams' home for $18 million, and that was reduced by almost 50%. So she's somebody to be reckoned with. So if she's following this particular strategy, and you can see here, hopefully, how she was using hashtags. So she has a brand name, so she's hashtagging that. This is one of her agents that I happen to know, Arlene Ruttenberg, probably helping her with the listing. This is Luxury Living $1 Million Listing Boss. So $1 Million Listing gets you in front of all the people that are doing searches for homes that are connected to the show, $1 Million Listing. Hashtag Boss Homes, I've never done any research, but I would imagine she's using it for a reason. And then Mansions Luxury Beverly Hills. So all of those are filters putting this search out there in front of it. At the time that I downloaded this, it had only been online for 13 hours. It already had 290 likes and I mean 6 comments. So I don't know how many people potentially it got in front of, but you'd have to imagine that the only reason that she's doing it is because it's getting her in front of people in real time in the neighborhoods that she's interested in. And there has to be some people on here that have the kind of money that she's selling to. So, or she wouldn't be taking her time with it, or having anybody in her office take the time with it. So, hashtags and Instagram. Okay, really important. Last but definitely not least, and I talk about this incessantly, the number one traffic driver to real estate websites right now is Pinterest, and by far and away. Okay, better than Instagram, better than everything. Okay, Pinterest, in case you're not familiar with it, takes pictures, images, like this one. Oops, like this one, sorry. And then the place that that image comes from, you see this visit, somebody clicks on it, they go to that website, right? So if somebody sees an image that they like, they're going to go to your website. Now, what does this have to do with hashtags? Well, the hashtags on here are what help the images, your images, get found in search. Now, Pinterest is a little trickier than the other platforms, which is why I saved it to last. They're not really all that vocal. They say in all of their tutorials that they heavily use hashtags. In other words, these are keywords, and you're targeting those keywords when it relates to this image. So again, for real estate, you're going to use hashtags that relate to the area or the niche that you follow. You could even hashtag an address. And now if we did a search for that address on Pinterest, that address would come up. And you could create a board with the address for every listing that you have, and then put all your pictures on Pinterest. And if anybody was doing any searches, they might pull up that board. But another thing that you could do is attach the neighborhood. So in other words, you have a board with the address name, then you have hashtags inside each photo, the city name. So anybody doing searches for, let's call it Denver real estate, Denver homes for sale, something like that on Pinterest, are going to pull up your images. And you're just going to have to trust me. People are doing a ton of searches here because the I don't want to be sexist, but in my experience, women still drive the styling conversations when it comes to purchasing homes. In other words, they want to do a lot of research on how homes look. They want to see the yards. They want to see the doors, the windows, the floors. And if they can see them all without necessarily having to call you, you're out of choices. They're going to find a way to see these homes. You've got two choices. You either ignore the fact that they're looking somewhere, or you try to get in front of them. And they're here. They're on Pinterest. I guarantee it. And hashtags are what are going to put you in front of your audience and allow you to really carefully target your pins. So here's an example. So this is from my Pinterest profile. By the way, Pinterest drives more traffic to my website than any social platform by a large margin. So I went ahead and separated out. So best in search, pins that rank higher in search. And you can see these are my pins that Pinterest is saying rank higher in search, and I have plenty of them. I'm getting hundreds of thousands of impressions on Pinterest, so I am getting in front of thousands of people per day. Now this is one I used as an example. You can see just because I put the hashtag in such a visible way, and it comes up. It ranks higher in search. So here's the pin itself, and then you can see here that the amount of impressions that this particular pin gets is 27,514. So this pin, when we look at it, I mean, I really only targeted one keyword, real estate meme. That was it. And it comes up high in search for that particular keyword. Do an experiment. Let's see what this actually looks like. So here we go. Real estate meme. We pull up our results. So interestingly enough, and this particular meme is doing so well, is that a good case. So this is mine. You can see my name. This is mine. You can see that I have, when you do the search real estate meme, I'm all over the place. All right, my memes are here. So there's something to the hashtags and what I'm doing. So this is that particular meme. Let's find out what I did with this one. So I put down on this particular meme, real estate marketing tips, Pinterest marketing, and Pinterest for real estate. Now, why this particular picture is coming up, I think that Pinterest is using the image recognition and attaching it to some of my other, the same meme, exact same one. It's just already gone viral. It's down here somewhere. It's just different text. You can reuse the same pins, the same memes, many, many different times. And that is certainly something that I do. Here's another one of mine. Let's take a look at what I did in here. And these are all really high in search, every single one of these. And I've got, like, what, 10 up here so far? So this is real estate quotes for Buffett. I saved this to real estate meme. I don't really think those are great hashtags, personally, for the search result that we've got. But, hey, I'll take it. All right, so hopefully you understand the power of hashtags. Because they are super simple to use. and super effective in getting your images, your posts found on social media platforms. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it.